wherever you are watching this video. My name is Shegun. Okay. I would like to put it straight. Today we'll be talking about uh, immigration process at the United States as a researcher or someone in the academics or someone with advanced degree. I would like to put this straight that I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I'm just doing this for the purpose of education, just to educate ourselves. So please just make sure you learn along the line. If you have any question, you can put it on my comment section, then we can look at it together. So let me quickly share my screen. So we have, there are different ways of immigration process. So, but basically, for those of us outside the United States, or you do not study it in the United States, or you don't have any degree in the United States, someone like me, I do not have anything in the United States. I did my first degree in Nigeria, second degree in Nigeria, and my PhD in South Africa. So I don't have anything to do with the United States degree. But thank God for the World Education Service, which is WES. I was able to evaluate my degree using WES to be able to qualify for the employment-based immigration visa. So we have today we'll just be talking about the NIW, that is National Interest Waiver. But before then, let's look at the different categories we have in this different category we have in when it comes to this type of visa. So who are the people that are qualified? He said we should understand is the employment-based visa is crucial for researchers, scientists, public health professional, and so many fields. So far you are in this category, whether you are political scientist, you are environmental scientist, you are in art, you are in a commercial, you are working in accounting firm, or you are a logistic person, you can explore it. It is open for as many as you have one or two things to do with the United States. So the first category is extraordinary ability, that is EB1, employment-based one category includes individual with extraordinary ability. We will discuss about extraordinary ability as time goes on. Then in the various fields such as sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. In category 2, we have professors, someone like people from PhD, masters can also be in this category. And also, even if you have first degree with a lot of work experience, there is a way the lawyers can be of help in this case. To also cover, it also cover outstanding professors. Probably you had a patent, you published, you've done a great research that also of benefit to the United States. You are allowed to be in these categories who have a significant contribution in their respective field. You publish books, you have, because this particular visa is evidence-based visa. Then the category 3 says this process comprises the certain multinational managers, probably in your place, you already reach managerial level, executive, who play pivotal role in international business operations. So these also are useful to them. So in the second category, like I explained, EB2. The EB2 aspect is advanced degree. And also, you must have what we call a professional member of professional body. We will discuss detail. I'm just trying to give us overview in this. Holding advanced degree, indicating high level of expertise and knowledge in their domain. Exceptional ability, we will lay more emphasis on it when we get there. It also caters to individuals with exceptional ability, including those seeking national interest waiver due to their significant impact in their field. So EB3, they will be talking, EB3 is talking about skilled workers, professionals, and other workers in industry, the economy, that be of opportunity of help to United States. Now, understanding national interest waiver, don't forget that, like I told you, it's evidence collection. Anything you are talking about, when you are about to file this, it simply means you are talking about, you have the evidence of whatever you said you have. You collect and compile all the evidence to demonstrate the national impact of your work and achievement. I will also explain it in detail. Then it's always advisable to seek legal guidance to navigate the complex process of applying for the national interest waiver. Impact evaluation. Then, for example, like I told you, you need what we call to evaluate the potential impact of your work for national interest to strengthen your case. Now, if I'm talking about yourself, I'll use myself as an example as a mathematician. We all know STEM, generally science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. All over the world, we know when it comes to mathematics, mathematics is always a problem. But if I don't know how to file my case, if I don't know how to argue my case, if I don't know how to put everything together in my case, I can get denied. But in this case now, once you have all the evidence with the legal guidance, I think you are good to go. You already strengthened your case, and you can get more opportunity chances to do that, to also get approval. So we have in this, what are the key benefits of this visa? Number one, diverse talent pool. That is an employment-based immigration visa, attracts diverse and high-skilled professionals, enriching the workforce and fostering innovation. So number two is economic growth. We are talking about the benefits in the United States. And it will strengthen the key sector in the United States and in a global, at a whole, global collaboration, facilitates global collaboration, knowledge exchange. That is how you are coming from somewhere, I'm now in US. For example, I'm coming from South Africa. I have a collaborator in South Africa. Now I'm in US contributing my quotas to the development of the United States. And somebody in South Africa also, we can collaborate. Somebody in Nigeria, we can collaborate. Somebody in Ghana, somebody in Asia, I can collaborate with them. So enhancing the research and development initiative. So we have eligibility criteria. We will talk about this in a nice slide, and documentation process. How do they do that? Then qualification assessment. So remember, I did not study in the United States. For the fact that you did not study in the United States does not mean you cannot apply. Some people say, oh, since you don't have a US degree certificates, they will not give you. No, it's not compulsory. You must have it. But if you have it, good luck. But if you don't have it, that should not stop you. All we need to do is just to assess using different evaluation body. For example, I use World Education Service. So I use WES for my own degree. Then I was able to evaluate from my O level. It's not compulsory anyway. Some people believe my Anthony was telling me the highest degree, but I had an info through a friend of mine that is in the US that if you are coming to academics, you still need to evaluate all your degree. That is first degree, second degree, and third degree. Why? Because if you are coming, if you want to be a lecturer or you want to be a researcher, they want to know the aspect, what are the things you've done? What are the courses you've taken before now? So that they can know how it will help them to be able to allocate, or probably they advertise, they say, okay, they need someone that can teach statistics. I just give you an example. Or someone that can teach business mathematics, or someone that can teach algebra. And in your transcript, because every evidence will be, don't forget it's evidence-based, evidence already in your transcripts. Some people do it anyway, they only do the final degree, the highest degree they have. It's okay, but I can tell you most schools will still demand, or if you are going to education sector, they will still demand for your transcripts, the one, the evaluated one. So I will always suggest that if you have opportunity to collect all your transcripts from your country-based school or from where you finished from, please do that. Collect everything together, send it to West, let them evaluate it for you at once. Once you have it, and always do course by course. Don't do certificates only. So I always advise people, do course by course. Course by course means, so what do you score in MTH 101 A in your school? What is the equivalent of 70 A in your school? It might be A plus in America. So you can see the difference. So it's always advisable for us to do course by course, or if you don't want to go into academics, or you don't want to, you can do your highest degree. The choice is yours. It all depends on what you want to do with it. So then professional experience, that is evaluation of professional experience and achievement to establish eligibility. Because eligibility matters. Then before that, they mentioned something here, professional certification for alignment with visa. Okay, for example, I belong to American Mathematical Society, AMS. So I belong to Society for Mathematical Biology, SMB. So I have to prove that. Remember, as a member, I have all my credentials as a member. I can also get a letter of to whom may be concerned from the body that I belong to in the United States. Or it is not compulsory to be in the body in the United States. It can be anywhere in the world. You can be, let's say, for example, if you're from South Africa now, it can be probably South African Mathematical Society. In Nigeria, Nigeria Mathematical Society. In Ghana, Ghana Mathematical Society. Or in China, China Mathematical Society. It depends. Anywhere you belong to, they will recognize them. So far, it aligns with your qualification. It aligns with your education certificate. It aligns with your discipline and the area that you cover. I think it's always good. And all these are very simple to join. Join them. And these are the evidence that you belong to this particular profession. Legal consultation, you can see those lawyers, those Anthony, they will be able to guide you They'll be able to tailor all your detail together. Case strategy, they know how to develop an approach with legal professional to navigate the complexity. I use lawyer. I use the Anthony here in US, and I'll share the links. I will share some of the links with you as time goes on. So in this case now, we also like to also still continue in, let's quickly look at the some of the web, some of the the process again. So let's look at this one for the interest waiver. So you may be eligible. Let's look at it. You will be eligible for an employment-based second preference visa if you are a member of profession holding an advanced degree or equivalent, or a person with exceptional ability. We are going there. Below are these. Okay, let's look at the advanced degree. The advanced degree is very simple. It said the job you apply must require an advanced degree. And you must possess such a degree or its foreign equivalent. You can see why you can also apply. For or a foreign equivalent for plus 5 years post study. That is, so progressive work experience in the field. You must meet any other requirements specified here. So now, let's look at any other requirements. Okay, here the evidence is that documentation such as official academic record showing that you have a US advanced degree or foreign equivalent. That is, they're talking about transcripts. They're talking about transcripts. They're talking about your certificate, your transcript. These are your evidence. Then the letter that truly you finished the degree, or the letter of former employer showing that you have at least 5 years of experience that they mentioned. Now, for the exceptional ability, we still look at the criteria. You must be able to show that exceptional ability in the science, arts, business. They don't put it there in their website. It said exceptional ability means a degree of experts significantly above that ordinarily encountered in the science, art, or business. You must meet any requirements specified on the labor certification, because the international waiver means they want to prove beyond reasoning that the labor should exempt you to pass through the labor process of getting a kind of work visa. You must meet at least 3 of the criteria below. Let's look at the criteria. The first one is official academic record showing that you have a degree, diploma, certificate, or similar award from a college, university, school, or other institution of learning relating to your area of exceptional ability. Now, let's talk about this. College in the US, it simply means probably they are university, but they don't award, probably they don't have, some of them don't have postgraduate courses. So you must have transcripts. That's major thing. You must have transcript, academic record. You must have the certificate of that degree. That's the evidence that you qualified. Now, letter of current or former employers during at least 10 years of full-time experience in your occupation. We are talking about exceptional criteria now. So you must have this letter, that is letter of a kind of recommendation letter, a kind of employment letter that shows that you have certain experience. Like a license to practice your profession or certification for your profession or occupation. For example, if you're a nurse, if you're a medical doctor, if you are in the field whereby you require a license to practice, simply means for a nurse now, they have to pass through nurse board, the nursing board in CGFNS, or they have to write professional exam like NCLEX. Some will demand that they need proficiency of English or IELTS and some of them. So it simply means we must have all these you must have the license. Then another one is evidence that you have commanded a salary or other remuneration for services that demonstrate your exceptional ability. That is your payslip. Or you must be able to tell us. They don't need money in your account. It's not that they need evidence, though, the salary, no. They need that you have evidence that you've been collecting salary. That is, what is your total package in a year, your annual income, and so on. Then, remember I mentioned membership in a professional association. The same local association you belong to in your home country is still useful. You must be able to demonstrate that oh, I'm a member of so. Probably they give you certificates to be a member, membership certificate, or any document that can show that you are a member, or membership number, or membership, that they can Google it and they can see it and they can see everything online. So I think is one of the criteria. Recognition for your achievements and significant contribution to your industry or field by your peers, government entity, professional, or business recognition. For example, do you have an award? Have you published, or you are the achievement, your dean gave you the award, your university give you an award, or your body give you an award? So all these things, probably most performance manager of the month, most performance secretary of the year, all different things that shows, probably they give you the certificate, they give you placard, they give you different things, or they give you the letters, or they just send an email. It might just be ordinary email. You can print those emails. They are also part of the evidence that you are doing well in your field. And another thing is other comparable evidence of eligibility is also acceptable. Now, let's look at the other exceptional evidence. For those of us in academics, publication and citation record, they are key. I always tell people, please, like they used to say back home in Africa, it's either you publish or you perish if you're in the academics. So it's always encouraging people, please publish. The little research you do, collaborate with people. Your own contribution goes a long way. You have to do the publication and publish where your work can be cited. If you are just publishing with a local journal that is not recognized, that is not available online, they don't have the website, they don't have anything to check. Now, they can, if you send them the hard copy and they want to confirm the hard copy, they will go on internet. So meaning that you must publish at least a Scopus, look at the Scopus index journal, publish there, look at other one, is it that Scopus, all these Science Direct, Evidence, Elsevier, you can publish anything or your research, your work, your thesis, publish them. Your presentation, your slide, publish them. They are allowed. All these are evidence. These are the record people can use. You can also upload your thesis, put them online. Now, recommendation letter. This recommendation letter is very key. Recommendation letter serve as they are two things. Recommendation letter is divided into two, as in the people that will recommend you are divided into two. There's some people, we call them dependent recommenders and independent recommenders. Who are dependent recommenders? They are your supervisors, collaborators. But independent, they are the people that you don't even know. You probably, you meet them at the conference, you just exchange probably email, or you read their work, you send the mail, you request for something from them. Or these are the people that cited your work. They are the one, when you publish a paper, when you go to Google Scholar, you see citation. Those citations, those people that cited your work, they are independent. You don't know them. I remember during my when my lawyer gave me the criteria to choose, to look for those people in charge, I was just ruminating, okay, how do I go about it? And I begin to go back to my Google Scholar. Let me just post, let me go to let's go to the Google Scholar now and see how do we see those guys involved. So for the Google Scholar here is my Google Scholar. For example, I use myself as an example. Okay. If you look at the first paper, all these people, apart from self-citation, let's look at this. And these are my independents. I don't know them, but I can request for a letter from them. I can click on this person, get their email, send the email to them. That I would love them to, I'm doing so work. I'm applying for so visa in the United States, and I would like to get their recommendation letter. I would like them to recommend me based on my work they cited some times ago. So these are the things lawyer can help us to do. Lawyer will not help you to look for them. You will be the one to look for them. Lawyer can give you a draft. You will ask them to correct if they have anything else to add to it. But they will not be the one to look for them. You will be the one to look for them. When you look for them, some lawyers give you a draft. Some will ask you to write and send it to them. So many things they can ask you depending on the agreement or the policy of the firm that you are working with. So in my own case, they give me a draft, and I look at the draft and I adjusted the draft, send it to my recommender for them to look into it too, based on my paper they cited. And to my surprise, they look into that, and they recommended me based on that. So it's possible very well. So let's try as much as possible to also look into the recommendation aspect. They are the key. These are the people that they don't know you, apart from your supervisor or your collaborator that you've used as dependent. Now, have you Also, do you have a grant, government grant, organization grant, award before now? NGO, that is non-governmental organization. If you have a grant, you can also, these are the evidence that you are doing well, you have exceptional skill, ability to be able to do that. So having said that, then we have a membership and award. Like I told us the other time, the membership that is belongs to body that are be a member of the body that are aligned with your skill, aligned with your degree, aligned with your field. So it's a very good, like I told you myself, I'm a member of American Mathematical Society, and I also belongs to uh, another society in African countries belongs to them. So, and I have the award. The issue of award, I remember if you, they always like details when it comes to award. Detail in the sense that, detail like, how many of you contested for this? How many of you, they want to see the criteria they use to screen all of you. They want to see the criteria, those evidence that you truly you do. How many people were selected to find semi-finalists? How many people were selected in final? What position do you? So they want to see all this. So these are the key points. Then another thing is publish media news about your work or research. Back home in Africa, majority of us, we are guilty of this. We don't always showcase our work when it comes to news. We don't normally showcase our work when it comes to news. Even our campus news can carry our research. Our media rooms, local news can, in the state where you belong to, you can call them to come to your lab, or you can call them to come and see what you guys are doing. You can call them to your presentation. These are the evidence they need. So it will help us when we have those evidence in place. It will help us to be able to, when you have those evidence in place, it will help us, especially to publicize our work, to explore, to let the whole world see. Don't dispute the power of the news. It travels far. So these are the things we can do. Probably if you have a patent too, if you're able to file the patent and it was granted, contract, technology transfer, they do all these in advanced country, developing country, emerging developing country, they are doing this. So if you have a patent or you discover a new thing, put all this evidence there. They are key. It makes you an exceptional person. Leading a critical role in your profession or research. For example, you are the head of the lab, or you are coordinating a particular research. You are coordinating. You have a lot of students you are supervising. All these carry a very strong weight when it comes to this. Let's say you are a manager, you are the representative in East Africa, you are representing in West Africa, you are the one representing your company in North America, you are the one representing them in East Europe. These carry weights when it comes to this exceptional skill, exceptional ability. Certification. Some of us, when we have a degree, an advanced degree, probably master's, PhD, which seems just to be the last. But in this case, it will count against us. If your field have more certification, please go for it. Go for it. Don't waste time. Go for it. Do it. Encourage yourself. Do it, because these are there's no knowledge is lost. It will help us in packaging all our evidence together for the national interest waiver. Now, you can also have a sample photo showing you in your work or in your research. Probably you are performing a particular experiment. You are in the lab, or you are in the space, or you are in different areas. You are collecting data, you are performing an experiment. Let's say you're a biologist, you have to take sample in the water, in the particular river, you have to take it to lab. You can take pictures and keep those pictures. They are the evidence we are talking about. So let's move on. So now, overview. There are three prong that we need to discuss. I'll just give us the overview. So these are the three things they look into in our petition. These are the three things they look in our application. The first prong says the proposed endeavor has both substantial merits and national importance. That is, you must be able to tell us in your document that your proposed endeavor has a substantial merit. For example, I'll use myself as an example. Number one, I'm a mathematical biologist. So, and I can work, it simply means I can, in my proposed endeavor, I can work as epidemiologist, I can work as a mathematical biologist, I can work as a professor, I can work as a researcher, I can work in mathematical oncology, that is using mathematics to solve cancer problem. I can use mathematics to solve epidemic problem like COVID-19 that we see, pandemic. I even published during that period. So I have the evidence already. So I've already proved that one. And I'm telling the United States that, oh, for us to prepare for the next pandemic, I'm available to carry out the research. National, I'll tell them I can work in CDC just to manage the disease, using my mathematical to share more light. I can use my skill, my mathematical skill, to help the United States to reduce the burden, the budget burden on the burden on the budget on managing a particular disease by a certain parameter, certain control. You know, these are the ways to be able to establish yourself in my proposed endeavor. And number two, prong is the person is well positioned to advance the proposed endeavor. Well positioned means to be able to, you are standing upright. That is, you have the degree, you have the qualification, you have everything that qualifies you to be able to carry out this proposed endeavor you mentioned of. You must be able to balance it on balance. That is, I will also show us how to go about it. It will be beneficial to United States to waive the job offer and thus the permanent labor certification requirement. On a normal day, we are coming to United States, you must have a job offer, you must have what to do. I remember when I applied, but I even given the visa. Before I left England, then I was able to get the offer. But it is not compulsory that you must have job before you enter, because you already told us based on the evidence we have too. This to USCIS, to the MVC, National Visa Center, you already explained to them that you have what it takes to get a job as soon as you enter United States. You already told us that you are useful to us. You already proved everything that we need to waive the job offer from you so that when you come in, you can even get a job. There you go. So I have here some useful websites that will share more light on that. But before then, we close for today. I would like to quickly run through this process. So for those of us outside, for immigrant visa, if you go to, I'll put this on my bio, some of the websites, so that when you click them, you can read more about it. As I told you, I'm not an attorney. I'm just doing this for purpose of education, for us to educate ourselves. Information is key. Information is power, just to encourage one another. So what is the steps required? Because some people do ask me, how do you manage? How do you do it? How? I categorize this process into 3 categories. The first category is submit the petition. You have to submit a petition. This is where you submit a petition. What are the things you need? You need this form, this particular form. We call it I-140 petition for Helen workers. That is what you need for EB1, for EB2, which is national interest waiver. So we need this. So what are the other things we need in this case? We also need step 2, NVC. We'll be talking about the NVC as time goes on. We'll talk about NVC in the next video. I will explain how do you, after your case has been approved, that is when you have your interest waiver, NIW, what next? So that is when the NVC will come up. And when the NVC come up, there are things you need to do. NVC means National Visa Center. They will process, the USCIS will process your NVC, that is United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. They call them USCIS. So for those of us outside United States, we are to use immigrant visa processing. But for the people inside, they are to use I-485, that is change of status. If you are applying from outside the United States, or your family, they are outside the United States, I strongly advise you to use IVP, which is immigrant visa process. So we'll talk about that. Affidavits of support. We don't need affidavits of support in our own case. We don't need financial documents in our own case. That is, for those of us filing for EB2, evidence, that is employment-based green card, we don't need affidavits of support. We don't need financial documents for us to get in. Then they have civil document. We will talk about the civil document by next video. Then how do we prepare for the interview? We'll talk about it. Applicants interview. Then after interview, what next? After interview, what next? We will also talk about it in our next video. We break it down. Don't forget, like I told you, I categorize everything into 3 stages. The first stage is NIW. When you have NIW approved, the approver, the next thing is the S260, whereby you will fill the S260 form. We will discuss in detail what are the documents they call civil documents. When we get there, I will explain. Then during that period, while you are waiting for the interview, that is when immediately they schedule you for the interview. That is when you go for your medical. Then it depends on where you are. If you are in Nigeria, you have the medical is that in Lagos or in Abuja. If you are in South Africa, you have your medical in Johannesburg. If you are in UK, United Kingdom, you have it in London. That's where I was in England when I did my own. So I did my medical in London. So we will expose this, and we will give I'll give detail in this video. How this little information that I've shared will help someone, and it will encourage us to be able to, to aspire, for those of us that aspire to move ahead in our career, to collaborate in our career, to move forward in our career. It will help us just for us to also have a taste of international experience, just to come to United States, or you feel you want to relocate, and that's one of the best option, and it's very, I know it's not that easy because you have to spend a lot of money, but it's worth it. So, like I told you, I'm not immigration lawyer. I'm just doing this for the purpose of education. Thank you. And my name still remain Shegun. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.